Welcome back. All right, so we had two games in the NHL today. You can see the sun's still up out there, so this is an unusually early review video, but just the two games. And I kind of wish that there were more days like this. But hey, we got the playoffs coming up, and that means that will become a thing again. I'm looking forward to the playoffs because then you only have 16 teams playing instead of 32. I only have to track half the teams I have to track now. So playoff time, for people who might think, oh man, he's going to be so busy during the playoffs. Actually, my workload drops a bit during the playoffs. So it's actually kind of nice. I'm actually looking forward to it. All right, starting off with two teams that are not making the playoffs, the New York Islanders and Montreal Canadiens. Montreal, if they won today, would have put Boston in the playoffs, so we can't have that. It's Sorokin versus Price. There was a nice tribute to Mike Bossy before this game. There was a nice tribute to Mike Bossy before both. The NHL had that tribute good to go. Also, TSN had one up that they showed between the first and second period of these games, and Sportsnet has one on their page as well. So a lot of tributes to Mike Bossy coming in, and it's nice to see. So Price's first save was at 3.5 minutes. It's his first game since July 7th, so it seemed like that was kind of a big deal that he gets in on the action relatively early. I think that was the first shot of the game too. Habs get a power play that was killed off. The shots are 5-1 for the Habs at 7 minutes, so they did pretty well. But Sorokin, man, what a wall! Islanders get stuck on one shot. The Habs were doing a good job of holding the blue line, not giving them the zone. There's a press by the Islanders with 5.5 minutes left. Price was sharp, not busy in that first period. Better second half though for the Islanders as they evened up the shots a bit. Second period, the early jumps for the Islanders doesn't last. I don't know why I would have said Flyers, but hey, here we are. Early jump for the Islanders, and the hitting was ramping up too. The Islanders are pressing. Beauvillier is a net feed that's blocked, and then Dvorak's denied, and his second attempt was blocked at the other end. Carey chance after a save on Pajot. The shots were 2 apiece at 6 minutes. Rem Pitlick's denied as the Habs were heavily pressing there for the lead. Like there were just ridiculous opportunities there. Caulfield's robbed in close. Sorokin continues to be quite the story in this one. The shots are 9-2 for the Habs at 8.5 minutes. So that means from 6 till 8 minutes, there were 8.5 minutes. In 2.5 minutes, there were 7 shots by Montreal. So heavy pressure doesn't really do it justice. And yeah, more pressure. Edmondson then misses one wide from the slot. Anderson knocks Zizekas off the puck. It looked like with ease. It's not often you see Casey Zizekas manhandled like that, but here we are. Schoenemann has a turnover opportunity that was blocked out. Anderson nearly scores on a delayed call with 2:52 left. The Habs get a power play. That was killed off by the Islanders. Pezzetta's denied in the final 30 seconds twice. Things get scrappy after Pezzetta nudges Sorokin's glove, so the referee takes one from each team. We go to 4-on-4. And we stay 4-on-4 early in the third period. That leads to a press by the Islanders early on in the third. There's a 3-on-2 then. Gallagher has a chance that's blocked out. Gallagher and Hoffman trying to work together there and is blocked out. Then Parise opens the scoring on a 3-on-0. And here's the thing. Montreal had great chances, but that turnover, so 3-on-0 the other way. Sorry, Carey, this is how it's worked. Parise from Barzal and Bellows at 4:25, and I'm sure this gave him some flashbacks to the last couple of seasons in the regular season. Carey Price has been dealing with odd man rushes against him for quite a while. Habs tried to answer, but it's Dobson scoring from Nelson at 6:09. Kind of a screen on that shot, and it's bar down, so not much chance for Price on that one, but it is only the second shot of the period. So for the Islanders, they're not getting a lot of opportunities, but the ones they're getting are really high quality. Sorokin resumes his theft from there. Petrie has a net feed that's cleared. Puck goes through the Islanders' crease, and they couldn't bury it. A couple of Habs in the vicinity on that one. Fans call a penalty. Ref does not. Rem Pitlick hits a post on a rush. Then there's a power play for the Islanders. Barzal has a chance to save. The Habs clear it out. They did kill that off. Romanov has a rush chance that's blocked. The Habs press with 3.5 minutes left. They would pull the goaltender with 2 minutes and 38 seconds left. Dvorak misses one wide. Sorokin covers the next opportunity. 1:56 left. The Habs call a timeout, which means both teams get some nice rest. And when they go back to it, Nelson hits the empty net from Lee and Palmieri at 18:21. Then late in the period, the action, weird. Martin and Edmondson kind of lock up, and they don't really throw very much in the way of punches, so they kind of wrestled it out. And honestly, that wrestling they were doing, that's exhausting. So the fact they were able to do that for as long as they were and lock up like that, it's telling. There were carry chances at the end of the game, and he did pick up the puck. So there's two ways to look at this. He picks up, he wants to keep the game puck. because, you know, it's his first game back and he wants to remember it, or there's other reasons too, right? So here we go. The Islanders win this one 3-0. They go to 35-30-9. They're now at 79 points, so they're close to NHL 500 for the season, which I think would be good. You know, not fantastic, of course. Islander fans wanted the playoffs. Montreal 20, 44-11 with the loss. The shots in this one favor Montreal the whole way. 14-8 in the first, 16-4 in the second, 14-8 in the third. Final shots 44-20 for Montreal. Power plays, the Islanders 0-1, Montreal 0-2. The Islanders out-hit them 31-24. Sorokin saves all 44 shots for his 10th career shutout and his 7th this season. Price saved 17 out of 19. Again, I thought he was good. I didn't think he had a chance on either of the goals that beat him. And here we are. You know, what happens next for Price? Does he play the next game? What's going to happen? They're at home tomorrow night against Washington. Do you play Price on back-to-back games? Clearly, they're testing out the knee. If it feels good, I would think he'd want to play again because he hasn't played in a long time. So playing back-to-back nights shouldn't bother him. But we'll see what happens with that. All right, next up. Florida. So Winnipeg's on this ridiculous road trip. They go through Florida, then Tampa, and they get Carolina and the Rangers. They also have Calgary before the season's out. So, yeah, this result tonight, any flickering hope that they had, looks like it's kind of done. And you'll notice the no mercy magnet here. So it's Hellebuck versus Bobrovsky. They also had the Bossy tribute before that game. The moment of silence and all of that. Connor has a rush chance that's saved. And then the first shot that the Florida Panthers get goes in the net. It's Huberdeau from Giroux at 2:03. MVP chance come up from that one. And Florida 31-7-2 when they score first. So they're excellent when they get the lead right away. And then Huberdeau scores again at 4:47 from Giroux and Sherratt. So really good pass by Giroux. Nice easy goal there for Huberdeau. He's hit the 30-goal mark now. So pretty good game for him. And that was only the 5th shot. Haig nearly adds another. It's reviewed. There's a no on that one. There was another play there. And anyways, this score could have been worse. This absolutely could have been much worse. Jets are in danger of being overwhelmed. I put that up there because, you know, we're seeing goals getting called back and little plays here where it's almost going in, and just you got to watch this, right? Ehlers has a chance that's saved and held. The Jets get a power play, but the Panthers get the press at the start of that power play. They do kill it off. Bennett has a rush chance saved. The shots are 11-5 for Florida at the half. A dangerous play by Duclair gets broken up. Panthers score, but it's a high stick. So because it had been high stick by a Florida Panther, it doesn't count as a goal. Again, this game could have been a lot worse. Connor can't bury one as the Jets then press. Things get scrummy after. The Jets end up on their second power play of the period. Ehlers has a chance blocked out. The Panthers had blocked 6 shots to that point in the game already. It's killed off. 3 shots got through on that power play. Panthers then get a power play. It was killed off. And to the credit of the Jets, no shots allowed. And that's the only power play Florida had in the game. So we go to the second period with the score 2-0. Early power play for the Jets. Lindell was denied on a shorthanded rush. That's killed off. And then as Forsling comes out of the box, he gets the breakaway pass. He takes it and he scores from Reinhart and Montour at 2:55. So this is just everything's going wrong for the Jets at this point, where their special teams aren't working in their favor. Guy out of the box, and it's in the net. Dubois then denied. Connor was as well as the Jets tried to answer. Bobrovsky with a nice game in this one. Probably his best game in a couple of weeks. Shots are 8-4 for the Jets at 7 minutes. The Panthers press at 8.5 minutes. Svechnikov has a rush chance that's blocked. Lots of hits by Gudas to this point as well. He was very prominent with the hits. He likes to throw hits. And I think Florida fans like to see that. Mammon is denied and close. Hellebuck holds after that. Pionk then steals one and he draws a power play on a rush. It was a nice play by Neil Pionk. There's a shorthanded 2-on-1, however, and Bennett's denied. They killed that off. Notice the shorthanded plays for Florida seem to be a little more dangerous than the Jets' power play. Ehlers then had a rush chance that won't go. Ehlers has to be frustrated after this game. He had so many opportunities. Forsling then gets the second of the period from Huberdeau, so that's his 3rd point of the game at 16:21. The Jets tried to answer. Stastny was denied. We go to the 3rd. Ehlers would score from Stastny and Pionk at 1:07. So it's 4-1. All right, are they going to get back into it? No. Marchment makes it 5-1 from Reinhart at 1:54. So it was less than a minute later that Florida answers. Jets press at 3.5 minutes. Lowry flattened Gudas. And that's probably one of the highlights for the Jets, because then Mammon would score from Uyghur at 7 minutes. Uyghur also had a post earlier in the game. Again, this could have been so much worse. Barron fires one wide from the slot. The Jets press, but they're kept to the outside by Florida. Panthers had absolutely let up, though. Once they got that 5-goal lead, you could see there were opportunities they weren't taking towards the net. There were chances that definitely earlier in the game they would have tried to capitalize. So while there's a no mercy magnet here, there was kind of some mercy in the end of this game. Connor has a chance that's saved and held, and really the Jets were not going to get back into this game. Your final score is 6-1 for Florida. They go to 53, 15, and 6. Winnipeg 35, 29, and 11. And again, I think their chances of playoffs are now done. They're 8 points back. They're not getting into it. Your shots favor Florida 13-8 in the first, 18-13 Winnipeg in the second, 17-5 Florida in the third. Once that Marchment goal went in, it just felt like that took the wind out of the sails of the Jets. Final shots 43-31. Yeah, Florida with 40 shots. What a surprise. That happens almost every game. Power plays, Winnipeg 0 for 4, Florida 0 for 1. Hits 29-20 for Winnipeg. Hellebuck saves 22 out of 26. Comrie came in the third, saved 15 out of 17. Bobrovsky saves 30 out of 31. Good game for Bobrovsky. And yeah, I mean, if I was doing stars, I would say Sorokin was the biggest star in this one. Huberdeau was the biggest star in this one. And there you go. Let me know your thoughts regarding these games in the comment section below. As always, don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through, you just happened upon this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.